Nice, salam alaikum, and welcome to Morocco. Today it's going to be difficult. I actually want to make a grocery price video. I want to make a supermarket video. I do realize that certain things are cheaper in the market or on the street, and maybe even little shops, although not so sure. What I have found out, or what I've noticed, that things at the supermarket are not generally so much more expensive. I mean, I do realize some of the things are, but I think it gives you a good indication of the prices in the country, right? So anyway, so this is a Carrefour, and there's a second one next to it, but I think we're going into the Carrefour since it is like one of the biggest supermarket chains they have in the country. Then next to Marjan, which is a Moroccan company, and Carrefour, obviously, French company. Next to it is the Aswak Asalam supermarket. I went there before, and it seemed to be similar priced. Maybe Carrefour is a bit more expensive. I am not sure. And by the way, I have to film incognito, so it's not going to be nice filming because people will not want me to film, right? Yeah, it's not like the most perfect filming. Anyway, so breads will be $3.95 per bread. The khubza is more expensive, right? See, these cherry tomatoes are like 9 dirham. These are $37.95 per kilo. That's quite expensive. $6.50 for regular tomatoes. I'll just give you an indication. Cucumbers, $7.95. Well, there's our the vegetable and fruit stuff, and apples, $15.95, $24.95, $18.50, $27.95. Not super cheap. The cheapest apples are these ones for $14.95, which is $1.50, right? So you take like a decimal number, right? 95 for the avocados. That's like 95. That's like $6, $6 US or euros. The same at the moment. Generally, milk totally varying in prices, but a good liter of milk is like 11 dirham or a buck, something like that. Also, with the butter prices, I usually get the one. Well, I always eat butter. I never eat margarine. Margarine is total poison for you. But so butter is pretty good here in Morocco. But it varies from Moroccan butter, which goes for 19 or 20 dirham. So that means $2, like whatever, 300 grams, up to like imported stuff like for like 50, 60 dirham. Same with yogurts. Yogurts totally vary between 2 and whatever, 6 dirham per packs, but usually we get the two dirham package, and they're pretty good actually. Buying some stuff as well. Not sure. So you have the beef prices are higher here. They're like 150. Like the camel. I made this camel meat video, and interesting, right? You see like turkey, minced turkey meat is goes for 48 dirham here, so it's quite a difference to the lamb for 150, and the beef are also around 150. So I got some of the turkey, which is 48. So we usually eat turkey because it's healthier, and I'm not sure if it's healthier, but it is cheaper. Makes a difference. Anyway, I want to look at these ice creams. Like this ice cream thingy, this Magnum is 82. That's $8. That's not like really cheap, right? That's actually quite expensive. Alright, so they have popsicles. They have a whole package. Like, let's say, how many are these?
10.
These are 10 pieces for 18 dirhams for less than $2. So that is, on the other hand, pretty good. With tomato sauce for 12, between 12 and 15, or 10 and 15, I mean. That's like a buck or a buck 50. We have these noodles for 13, but of course they're pure poison. Salt should be very cheap. Salt is much cheaper when you buy it in the corner store. Usually you get that bag, it's like 250 grams for 1 dirham. And here they're like 9 dirham. You know, they also have fancy salt, of course, more expensive. You think about pepper, regular black or white pepper or grey pepper, as they call it. They say 25, so it's $2.50. Like you can get a curry powder for 10, which is a buck. You know, they're also it varies. So the canned food is not cheap, I must say. Like these beans, they go for. Oh, are they? Or let's say a tin, a can of mushrooms is 21. It's $2 So it's not like that. It's not as cheap as you think. You think because in the back of your head you think Morocco is super cheap, but it's not. It's not true. Even like the tuna here, 16 is a buck 50, buck 60 for a can of tuna, right? So I don't know if that is you get cheaper than that in Switzerland. I can tell you that. I am from there. I don't live there, but sometimes I go and visit, right? So maybe the flour is interesting. Flour should be very cheap, and it's actually these are big bags, right? 5 kilo bags of different flours, between 30, 40, 50, 60, depending on the flour. Also here the proteins, that's like half a kilo for $4. Or these as well, around $4 for. Yeah, technically around $4 or $5 for half a kilo of any kinds of beans or lentils or chickpeas. And here the fish, it says also you think it's, well, this might be cheaper in if you actually go to the fish market, but also it's like between, well, these $7. Or this what do we call the Pangasus fish? 33 is $3.30 for. Like 400 gram, which is okay. But anyway, so you have the jam here, which of course these are imported. Is $6.40 for this. $6.40. It's quite that in Switzerland the same would be like maybe 4. So it's a big difference, right? But of course they also have the Moroccan jams here. Like here they have $1.50, or these are for $1. Right here also. 160, 180, depending on the fruit, right? So, also here that's a 2 kilo of sugar. It's only 90. I don't know. Maybe it's subsidized by the government. So the all governments around the world subsidize the wrong things, right? Anyway, honey also not. I would have thought Morocco super cheap country for honey. Not true. See, like a glass of honey here is about $10, which is not that much money. I mean, you do use the honey for a while, but still, you know, you think Morocco very cheap. And true, maybe you're in a village or somewhere, you'll find someone selling honey in the street that he harvested himself. Might be a lot cheaper. Bicarbonate, pack like that for 8 dirham. That's pretty good. Although I couldn't say, I think these things are not very expensive, right? This out, like this Nutella stuff is not even so expensive. But of course, it's poison. It's all sugar. It's madness. See, I mean, processed and ultra processed foods will be a lot cheaper. But those are the foods that are bad, and that's around the planet. Those foods will be cheaper, and those foods will make you sick. Here is coffee for different. They have $7, $4, depending. And of course, Pringles, the worst food in the world, 24. So $2.40 for 1 roll of Pringles. Do you find that expensive or not find that cheap? I kind of think it's expensive. It's also the poison section, the cookie section. Yeah, between $2 and $5, you know, a packet of cookies. I don't know if that is expensive to you. These waffles are quite cheap. Waffles are cheap, and that's a big thing in Morocco. People love to eat waffles, and we don't. We sometimes eat. Well, our kids get like one dessert a day, but we try not to give them too much ultra-processed foods, right? But there's a cake, like a cake bite. It's called a cake bite. For 28, so $2.80. It's pretty much $1 is pretty much 10 dirham. So it's very easy to calculate. Also, of course, a soda section. Also, super ultra processed foods. Like a Fanta like this. It's a liter. 50 cents. So that's quite cheap. And there's the toothpaste. We are trying to find toothpaste without fluoride, without the we may have found it without fluoride. We did find without fluoride, but they did have other chemicals in it. So fluoride is the worst thing you could brush your teeth with. You know, it will screw up your whole thing. I cannot read them even if I put on reading glasses. It'll be very difficult. So what's in there? Poison? What kind of poison? All kinds of poison. Anyway, so look at the prices. The toothpaste prices: $4, $5, a buck. What is this? Whitening toothpaste. $3.70, $5.70, $3, $2. You know, depending. That's not the most expensive. But of course, these toothpastes they sell all around the world will be cheaper because they will not be good for your teeth, not be good for your system, and they're all like together in it, right? It's a big conspiracy. Don't take it seriously, just maybe a little bit seriously. I'm surprised that I'm filming in here. Nobody has stopped me so far, so I'm doing the incognito thing here. So that it's a good thing, but still, some people are looking, but maybe they don't care. I'm not sure. Let's check this out. Let's say a liter of almond milk will be $7.50. So that's not a cheap thing. And you think, I mean, milk is not good for you, especially pasteurized milk. But soy milk or almond milk is not better for you, believe me. These are all ultra-processed foods. Oh, come on, I don't want them to hate on me too much. I know they will demonetize me. I don't know. No, just let's not talk about if something is good for you or bad for you, right? Everything is good for you, right? And this video is only for educational purposes, right? That's what they say nowadays. Anyway, the juices for $1.30, or you know, depending. $1.20, $1.50, 80 cents, 90 cents, 80 cents. But that's like sugar orange juice, right? I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Anyways, the gummies and some of the chocolates. It's all between $1 and $5 really. Oh, this is Swiss chocolate, by the way.
208.
That's for some Lindt, really good Swiss chocolate. You'll pay $20.
At least you get.
Look at this.
At least you get the best chocolate
In the world. That's true.
This is so heavy.
But yeah, I wouldn't pay $20 for
So heavy.
white chocolate.
Much more expensive than Switzerland.
Wait, it's much more expensive than in Switzerland itself. Of course, they're importing it, but you know, in general, Swiss people have, well, not us because we don't have jobs in Switzerland, but you make a lot of money. That will be half maybe in Switzerland. I gotta be careful. That guy working here, looking at me. I'm nearly done here. Let's not overdo it. You get the picture, right? So is Morocco expensive or is it cheap? Or is it somewhere in between? It's just a thing that people still think Morocco is all like underdeveloped, which is not true. It's very developed. And poor, which is not true. I would even say that prices here at the grocery store. I mean, of course, don't forget, there used to be, or there was, a pandemic, and ever since that pandemic is over, the inflation started. Of course, it's nothing to do with each other, but, you know, Maybe it does a little bit, but yeah. So prices are rising all around the world. And I notice here Morocco being more expensive than 3 years ago. That is for sure. Thing is also the cheese that you spread, the spread out cheese. But yeah, the la vache qui rit, the cow that laughs, is more expensive than any other. But see, this is like 14. And this is like 27. So that's a double, I think. But it'll be 26. So but that's an essential part of Moroccan life. And here, like eggs, like let's say a crate of eggs, 30 eggs, 55. But they're all like 50, they're like 45. They're like in a regular shop or outside the market. So it's much more expensive at the supermarket. Friend here, my son, as my co-pilot. Look, what we got here. So this is the supermarket video. Anyway. Through here, it pretty much covered not everything, but you know, let's call this a video, right? Check it out. There's more Swiss chocolate, and this is Milka, but it's not Swiss chocolate. It's not Lindor. These are really good, and this is also Lindt chocolate. This is $5 for a bar of chocolate. That's big, but this is good. And it's mint chocolate. I don't know why how would you even eat mint chocolate? It doesn't matter. In Switzerland itself, this will be half price. Alrighty. Well, it's not that cheap. That I can show you. That was my little supermarket tour. Did you enjoy it? Let me know what you think. If you think Morocco is cheap or expensive or somewhere in between. I think these supermarkets, not really cheap. I mean, many of the things are more expensive than Switzerland. Then again, some things are really cheap. It really depends. So I would have to calculate everything, and I would be accused of being a spy once more, like they always did in Egypt when I was in Egypt. Anyway, guys, yeah. So I'm going to call this a video. It's actually quite interesting. The grocery video of each country is quite interesting, and I mean, what things cost in a restaurant and what a meal. You think you get a lot of meals below $1, but that's not really true. I mean, if you're lucky, you'll get something below $1, but most things are like $2 or $3, $4, depending, right? So it's not a low-cost country. It is an affordable country. Let's say if you're from Europe, especially Western Europe or America, but it's not like in India or Bangladesh or Pakistan, I don't know, where they have lower cost. Which I know for sure. Although then again, you have to pay for a visa. Take that all into consideration. Of course, you come to Morocco and you get 90 days on arrival for free. So there's that. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. And subscribe, please, and put a notification bell on while you subscribe. You'll figure it out. I never know how to call it. Anyway, guys, take good care, and bye-bye.